it recording?
It should be. I'm not sure how this video is going to start. Hitting a leg day with my college track star brother or something like.
No. Hitting a leg day with some random guy.
Hitting a leg day with some random dude.
He was just chilling in my house, and I was like, "Oh, you want to do a leg day?" He's like, "Yeah, sure."
So going to run at the college level is better than a lot of people who have ran ever.
I do it for the love of the game, you know. I don't get paid to do it. I just do it for the love of the game.
Does it for the thrill?
Not really thrill. It's more pain than thrill. But it's more of I do it because my mom would be mad at me if I didn't.
Like, what places are you now for like the events you run? Like, what are your top placements all time for Alma College?
Oh, for Alma College.
Yeah.
I'm currently top. Well, there's two different lists. There's like the official list that's on athletic.net, and then there's the unofficial list, which is dumb. But in overall standing, I am top 10 all time for the 110 hurdles. For the 400 hurdles, I am, I believe, top 10. For indoor, that's when things get funny. I'm currently up there in the 200. I'm not, I just got kicked out of the, top 10 because, first meet, but whatever. Then for the 60, I am top 3, which is interesting, but...
You're one of the third best in Alma College history to do the 60 meter.
Yes.
Well, that's something to scoff at.
The 60 hurdles, well, I mean, it's not that good of a record.
Also, so, did, someone come along and just, kick you out of the top 10 for indoor track?
They just, everyone had a really good, meet day, and barely butted out.
So everyone was successful, but at what cost for you?
Well, I still had a PR, but also it was more like, I PR'd, but I didn't PR by that much, in which that I was able to make it higher on the list, but...
Yeah. This is your sophomore season, right?
Yes.
Okay, well, in that case, you still got plenty of time to get quicker. Was it people around, your age that ended up, kicking you out, or?
No, senior.
Okay, see, so you got time.
Yeah. I just knew that I had to outperform one other guy in my year, and I knew that, if I did that, I'd be fine with it.
Nice.
But as long as I just beat that one guy, then I would be doing just fine. Being very flexible in my schedule this year. Last year I tried to run the Open 60, and my coach at the time, he's not currently my coach, he's like, you know what? No. And I just walked out.
No.
We were at a GVSU indoor meet. Ice flying everywhere. We were at a GVSU indoor meet. You had to qualify to be there. And I'm like, hey, because we had an SVSU tune-up the next week. And I was like, hey, could I run the Open 60, just so I can run it? He looked at me. He's like, no. And I'm just like, yeah, but wouldn't it help me with my overall speed and getting used to running it? He's like, no. And I'm just like, yeah, but could...
And he's no longer the coach?
He's no longer the coach.
Well, that might say something.
Yeah.
Because, at least my view when it comes, I think, just sports in general, especially the college level, and no offense to D3, but especially the D3 college level, it's let guys run what they want to run.
Well, yeah, we're not getting paid to do it, so, if you still want me on your team,
Has the thought of, doing a transfer ever occurred to you for something like track or anything like that, or?
Oh, heck yeah, I've considered transferring to SVSU quite a few times.
Would it be worth it, money-wise and stuff like that, you think, or?
Money-wise, I could probably get a scholarship, not a full ride, but I'd get a pretty good scholarship.
Have you looked at their times and stuff like that in comparison to yours?
Yeah, I've looked at their times, and I would be up there with not the best overall times, but I'd probably be around top 20.
Oh, well, that's not bad at all, considering how many people have probably gone into that program. Yeah, it's funny. My girlfriend's roommate actually dated a dude who was on the SVSU cross team for a second. He was a bit of a nut job.
Yeah.
But
you pulling Spaceballs? My brother's friends, roommates, cousins, dogs, owners, best friend's neighbor was my roommate.
Who's roommate? So we have zero relation at all. Correct.
So what does that make us?
Nothing.
Nothing.
But yeah, I don't know. I mean, it seems like a fun enough school. I mean, how does Addie like it so far?
Addie likes it a good amount.
Yeah.
Just classes seem a little bit stressful for her, but also that's because like.
I mean, she's going into a hard major, right?
Yeah. What is it? She's doing a biology major.
Oh golly gosh.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun. Biochem is gonna be great.
I say it can't be me. I'm gonna be going back, and I'm gonna be getting opposed to a music education degree. I'm just gonna get my bachelor's of science in music.
Science and music?
Yep. So I'm not even just like a teaching degree. I'm just gonna have a music degree. It's gonna be because my plan of action.
Unemployed 101.
I know, but I'm gonna get that. And then the state of Michigan, what it allows you to do, if you have a bachelor's, they will pay you to get like certified to be a teacher. So you won't necessarily have the education degree per se, but they will pay you then to do the thing. And then I think Concordia University, which is where Mom got like her master's or something like that, you can then go get your master's from there while also getting your education thing at the same time kind of deal, as long as you study some with it. So that's kind of the plan of action, mainly so I don't have to pay for more stuff, because after I lost my big scholarship, after like failing a class and all that stuff, it's just, I don't want to accumulate more debt than I need to.
Yeah, that lifting class.
It was just a general health class, and I honestly thought I could just fail it and keep a scholarship. I was wrong. I wasn't in the right mental state to do college when I went the first time. I was still kind of unsure of what I wanted, and when things didn't necessarily feel the greatest, I didn't have the mindset to just lock in and get stuff done that I needed to get done.
Yes.
But now...
that's when you gotta be an RA. You get like I gotta get room and board paid for. Like...
Yeah, I mean...
Life's gonna be easy.
Do you get your own room? Is that like...
Yes.
Okay, well that's a nice upside. Like, what all do you have to do though? Like, will it like take up any more space in your your day or your schedule?
Not really in my day, just more or less just what is it? From the times of like 9 o'clock to 12 o'clock and to 7 a.m. I have to have like a phone on me just in case anything happens in the dormitory that I'm in.
Oh.
And I have to file like reports and all that, but that's just only if stuff happens.
Okay. And then as far as you're concerned, some things can happen,
things
but
will
not happen.
I don't want to have to write a report, a 4-page report on how people were being loud. I'll just be like, don't be loud.
Do you have to go into that much depth into it?
I have to go into a lot of depth. I have to describe it to a person as if they weren't there. Which, yeah, seems easy, but then I gotta just describe how people looked, how they were talking, how they were standing, all that stuff. You gotta.
Seriously, they told you that's what you had to do?
Yes, I gotta go into very in-depth depth.
Yikes.
In depth.
That is brutal.
It's worth it. We get a lot of money off my tuition.
No, well, true. I guess the hourly, was it 9 a.m. to 12 a.m.?
9 a.m. to 12 a.m.
How many hours does
this
it
is
cover?
at night.
Oh, just at night?
Yeah, it's just at night till 7 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, nice.
And after that, I just put the phone down, back in the room. And then
Oh, that's nice.
it's done.
What are your... Okay, so that aside, what do your lifts typically look like, considering you do the lifting thing and the track thing simultaneously? Because I know you have your team ones, and then you also have your individual things. What do those look like, and how do they differ?
Team lift is a lot of people on the team, especially some of the seniors, like to call it grandma lift, because it's lifts that aren't necessarily very hard.
Oh, there's a peep.
He's in the ditch.
He is.
But it's mainly just grandma lift, in which you're doing stuff to prevent injury, stuff to maybe it'll help you get a little bit faster and all that.
Mm-hmm.
And then with that, when I'm lifting on my own, I'm doing about 2 body parts a day. Typically, my lifting schedule looks like biceps, triceps one day, but that's usually on Wednesday. Then I have team lift in the morning on Tuesdays, which I hate, 7 a.m. It builds character, you know. But you do that. Let me just start from the beginning. I'll go from Sunday to Saturday. Sunday, I typically hit shoulders, because going into the week, and I don't want to have sore shoulders while I'm like running and all that, because I've tried pole vaulting and I almost tore my rear delt, which sucked.
Oy.
But yeah, so shoulders. Then I go into Monday, which is usually chest day with some tricep. And then the next day is usually bicep with tricep. Then the next day after that is back and bicep. So that biceps aren't just getting one day and then they're getting another day like 3 days later.
Okay.
And then usually what I do is after that, I either take a rest day or I hit some legs, not too much. It's usually like focused on either quads or hamstrings. And then the day after that, I do like hamstrings. If it's quads the day before, then I do hamstrings. And then, calves. And then every once in a while, I'll hit glutes.
Okay. Interesting.
Yes.
And then I'm assuming like it's all done in just a way to where like you can continue doing your track stuff and not be dead.
Yeah.
Okay. How does it? One thing I'm really curious. How do you do like your biceps? Like how many, like 2 days in a row? How do you usually like program that out? Because at least to my like hit something like once and then give it a couple days to rest kind of ways, that sounds scary. Like, did you like how many like sets do you have per day when you do stuff like that?
Typically, I've gotten into more like, because I used to do like 5-6 sets, which now that I realize it was really dumb per exercise.
Uh-huh.
So now I do about a pyramid style where I do like 2 to 3 sets, pretty heavy,
Mm-hmm.
to get my biceps going and like warmed up and all that.
Mm-hmm.
And then I go into like 4 sets, like 3 to 4, for a mildly lighter weight, but it's really focusing on that stretch part.
Okay.
Well, you know, don't want to get into that. But then
Be careful.
The next one I tend to go, don't want to rile up the science-based lifters. They're frothing at the mouths. I tend to go into a heavier one with a straight barbell,
Mm-hmm.
and then I like 2 to 3 sets as heavy as I can go, with the final set being to failure. Because if you go to failure on the first lift, you're going to be too exhausted for the next couple for it to actually be like, you know, substantial and like promoting more growth. And also I just hate being exhausted for the whole lift.
Alrighty.
But yeah. And also just, I find my biceps recover quite quickly.
Nice. Alrighty. Real quick, do you want to do the package now or later?
When are we going to be done with this?
Oh, the whole lift and everything?
Yeah.
It should wrap up no later than we'll get there in the next like 5-ish. Yeah, we should be done, I would say, around 3:45.
All right.
4.
Yeah. UPS is open till like 7:30.
Okay, we're good then. Interesting.
Yeah.
And one thing we'll ask: do you plan on joining the pose down?
Pose down?
Well, yes, it's a lifting video. There has to be a pose down.
Sure.
Alrighty.
Sure.
Because the one thing I'll say, I mean, you definitely have improved from like the last time I recall, like seeing your structure and everything, like last year-ish this time. Because I don't think I really.
Well, last year around this time, I was not like just out of cross country, but I was mildly out of cross country and
Yeah.
not very well built, kind of like little. It was just
Yeah. Well, there was a point, like, okay, so when the school year started, what are you doing, Mr. Kia? But there's
Mr. Truck.
What's happening? What's happening? Oh!
Truck's going around to pass this guy's.
Oh, okay, we got a tow truck who is a little.
Move over.
What is he? He is over. He's on the shoulder of the road. That's fun.
I guess.
Grand Valley. the tow company. But anyway, okay, when the school year began, did you go into like dirty bulk mode? Because I remember seeing you like at a football game for a brief second or something. And I remember thinking to myself, you looked a little chubby.
When was this?
Like early September or something like that, or like maybe, or like I think it was October is actually when I was able to make a game. Like, did you do like a heftier bulk, or was it just the fact that you maybe weren't like running as much that things felt a little more, I don't know, that maybe you could have gone a little heftier?
If we're talking like at Alma.
Yes.
I don't recall doing like a heavier bulk. I just remember that I'm currently like 175. I was at like, my highest I ever won was like 180, like 283.
Okay.
Not too much, but I think it was more that just like I wasn't running as much as I was.
Yeah. All right,
Just trying to build as much as I could.
And what's your like? How do you go about your diet as like a runner, lifter, dude, hybrid athlete? Let's call you out.
I eat when I'm hungry, but also sometimes when I'm trying to be more conscious of what I eat, I try to like stave off from eating for a little bit. But this is mainly with breakfast and lunch. I don't really care when I eat it, as long as I get some breakfast or some lunch, or sometimes I'll just skip breakfast and eat a big lunch. I tend to go from lunch to practice, and then I just like eat and all that. But I try to stave off from eating like dinner so that I don't go to bed hungry as such, because I cannot sleep when I'm hungry, and I hate it. But I tend to just like eat when I'm hungry, try to eat as much protein as I can, and try to like be healthy with what I'm eating. And I don't really try to like count my calories. I've been thinking about really trying to get into like counting calories and all that over this winter break, because I'm at home, I'm able to track it easier, and it's not saga food.
Yeah.
And I'm able to.
Oh ho ho.
The hybrid athlete.
Is it still recording?
Yes.
All right. Does it still have the R? Yep. Yes, it does. All right.
Yes, it does. The hybrid athlete the lion is very tired.
The lion concerns himself with a big nap.
The lion does not want to go to his macroeconomics exam. That was scary.
Wait, as in you still got to do it, or you did it?
I did it. It was scary. Things got wacky.
I mean, I think for anything, I would recommend tracking calories. Because, I mean, the nice part about, like, the fact that you are running as much as you are and all that stuff, like, I think for someone such as yourself to do more and less, like, intuitive eating is going to be just a better bet. Because, I mean, it's like, yeah, I mean, the one thing I personally, for me, it's like, if you're not going to track, like, anything, like, I always just recommend tracking protein as best you can. Ugh. I threw up a little in my mouth. Ugh.
Mom, I froed up.
Mother, a frode. But the big thing then with that is just like knowing that you have enough protein in your system, like bare minimum 0.7 grams per pound of body weight, just to make sure tissue is repairing itself and certain tissue is able to grow. You know, this other stuff is like, at least in my mind, like the bare minimum of what you gotta do. And fats are important too, and then like carbs, to hell with them. As long as you are feeling okay, carb intake is kind of like the least important thing. But I mean, do you like prioritize carbs considering you do all the running and stuff like that?
With regard to carbs, I do try to do like my best with trying to eat, not like I ate 20 boxes of pasta, but it was more of I try to just make sure that I'm able to like feel better the next day.
Just for the sake of like getting that energy back and just like recouping yourself more or less?
Yeah.
Alrighty, and then I guess the final thing I want to ask, because we talked about it a little bit earlier, but the idea.
Prostate exam.
No. But after the whole running thing is kind of, actually, like once you get done with college, as far as like running, like what are your plans after college as far as like lifting, running, stuff of that nature? What do you see to be like the next step, more or less?
It really depends on where I go in these next 2 years, because if in these next 2 years that I'm able to like continue to like get better and better and better and be able to like start to maybe perform at that professional level for like athletes and all that, if I'm able to start making my way towards that, then I'll probably continue to keep running. and continue to keep doing all that. But if it seems that I'm not able to like perform at that level, which is perfectly fine, I see it more as my ability to try and like just, you know, just probably just, I don't know, maybe go down and do maybe a bodybuilding show, maybe. But
So
something that's...
would the plan be like then if you can like do pretty good with like, you know, reaching the levels you want to reach by the time you are graduating and all that, would you then want to like go into like a master's degree and then like continue working with the college somewhere? Or would it be one of those things where you just like kind of keep training while entering the workforce more or less?
Well, it's more of considering I'm going to go teach, and I'll probably just continue like to teach for a while, and then once like all like debt and all that is cleared away and all that is done and said for, and I'm able to just like live life, I'll probably just go into like probably bodybuilding, and then just go and get my master's, and then I don't know, try to get paid as much as I can.
That is the goal for teaching. Alrighty. Well, in that case, luckily, I know a coach who'd be willing to. Well, the one thing that actually is a little funny is you say going to bed hungry is one of your biggest icks. If you ever decide to do a bodybuilding show, are you gonna be in for it? But just because, like, I mean, I say that I'm wrapping up my cuts of 2 months, down 14 pounds, which pretty sick nasty. Yeah, I mean, it's honestly, going to bed hungry is like one of my favorite things to do, just because I know if I'm going to bed and my stomach's like, feed me, I'm more than likely going to wake up the lightest weight I've ever weighed up until that point, or like I'm going to wake up at a new low for my weight. Part of me, technically, the maintenance bulk thing started Monday or Tuesday, whenever I got my plan. But I want to see if I can hit 159, 158 by the beginning of next week, just so I can say, hey, I was in the 150s again.
Yeah, conveniently the week before Christmas.
Well, no, the main reason is...
I'm about to go on a bulk. I'm about to eat 2 days worth of calories in 15 minutes. Get ready for this.
No, I mean, the big thing is I got to get a wisdom tooth out on the 18th. And I just, do you have to eat liquids? Like, how long was that for you?
It was mainly just like, you had to eat like colder foods for like 2-3 days. And then once like you're able to like feel it back again, and then you're like, okay, yeah, now it really hurts. Then you're able to move on to like a little more solider foods like mashed potatoes and like heat them up and all that. But I remember I was going to get some food, and my mom's like, no, you can't have the mashed potatoes. And I'm just like, I don't care. I want the dang mashed potatoes, and I'm going to put them in my mouth, and I'm going to eat them. And then, yeah, I did that, which was not recommended, but I didn't care. But just...
Isn't the main thing just make sure the stitches don't get irritated?
Make sure the stitches don't fall out, because they'll fall out on their own.
And then you're good, they're edible?
Yeah. I remember I was doing that, and they're just like, okay, you can't be training hard for like the next 2 weeks. And I just looked at them, I'm like, dude, bruh, I'm going into my college, and that's how, ironically, I got an injury in my right calf. I like strained it all to hell, and yeah, the athletic trainer was like, oh, you're fine. But I was like, yeah, I'm dying. But yeah, it's just like, you can't do like hard training, or else like the blood that's like circulating throughout your body more, it might pop out, and you might start gushing blood from your mouth. It's not fun. It's not fun.
Alrighty. Well, I guess let's finish off. Like, what's the, like, if you had like 3 lessons you had to say in regards to being like a student athlete, lifter athlete kind of thing, what are the 3 big things you would like to share to the world?
Don't overlift before practice, because you're gonna die. Make sure you're eating a good amount of food, and overall, make sure you don't don't do stupid things. Don't drink, don't do drugs, kids.
You been drug tested yet?
I've been drug tested. They're not gonna find anything. I don't know. I don't do drugs, I don't drink, I don't do anything. I'm literally the most boring person ever.
Have people called you that?
Yeah, they're like, why don't you do anything? I'm just like, because why would I drink? It doesn't help me get better.
No, that's fair, that's fair.
Also, I don't have the body weight for that.
What do you mean you don't have the body weight for that?
To my proportions, I'm too skinny to like be able to drink copious amounts of alcohol without feeling the massive effects of death.
Okay, fair. Alrighty, with that, time to go hit a leg day and all that stuff. Baba booey. Here, go stand on the thingy real quick and like kind of straddle the metal bar thing. Alrighty. Stay right there. See, this is nice. I can actually get a good idea of the things and stuff. Perfect. It's not terrible. Not terrible at all. Alrighty, so now is the belt chain, is there a chain over here?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Oh.
Get the belt off the chain and I'll show you what's the thing. And then as such, lift up, thing falls. And voila. And then you just kind of leave it there, pick it up. So see how it feels. Exactly. It's beautiful. Yes. And then we just kind of go up in plates until we hit like a top set of like, I don't know, how many sets of something like this would you usually do?
Something like this for legs.
Yeah.
Since I only train them like once a week, I usually go like 4 or 5 sets.
I'm going to do one. Well, yeah, just one hard one. I'm one of those low volume dudes. Like I do 1 set of RDLs in a week, and I mean, they work. Strength's gone up, dude. So, well, the strength and the size has, or else I don't know, muscle. I mean, strength correlates kind of, sort of, with muscle growth. I mean, the stronger you get, the more likely you are building muscle. It's kind of like if it isn't there, there's a problem, more or less.
It's more of your fast twitch muscle fibers.
I view it like this: muscle fibers are muscle fibers.
Well, you have your long twitch and fast. In which that you have runners who are like, you got like cross runners who run like infinite amounts of mileage and they don't feel exhausted. Mm-hmm. But if you take me, a sprinter, I cannot run that far because I have more fast twitch muscle fibers.
I don't know how true that is.
It's pretty true, Mr. Even though Mike Isotell isn't as credible and reputable as he was.
Yeah.
He still has some mild knowledge on it.
Yeah, but just like,
Because he did train like long distance people for a while, or like people with like really long twitch muscle.
well, I'm not going to disagree with you for the fact that the way in which there's a better way maybe to train for things such as running, and I feel like that's probably where the idea of the twitching of the muscle fibers comes in general. But at least for me, when it comes to straight up hypertrophy, I don't care as long as it's all working.
Yeah, that's your average thing.
So what's your usual weight for something like this? How many plates?
I go a yes amount.
It depends on how good I am with my food and my rest the day before. Usually I can get up to 5.
5 reps?
Well, no, 5 plates on this for around like 4 or 5. And it's definitely a different story because when you're doing the free weight stuff, I can reliably do like 3 plates plus some. Just kind of depends. Ding dong, ding dong. Dashing through the snow. Okay. He's starting to feel a little funny.
A little funny?
Slightly humorous.
Insanity.
Are you starting to like work on your top set kind of deals, or are these still warm-ups? Okay.
We're getting around there.
Let's go bar for bar. In this case, plate for plate.
This will probably be where I tap out after this one. Probably go to like 8 or 9 on this one.
Why not 6 or 7? I'm feeling good today. I might go maybe 5 into 25.
I lived in a box.
I lived in a box.
I was in a fucking box. might be where I tap out.
All right, are you gonna do like a working set now? Because I mean, I'm gonna add another 5, and I'd rather not take them off.
That was my working set.
Huh?
That was my working set. I don't go heavy.
Okay, fair. All right, I'll probably load up for 5 with 5, and then we can go from there. All right, well, let's see how 5 feels. These would be cool because I hit the lightest weight today that I have in a while, so. Okay. We will add, let's add like 2 10s on each side. Look at all those. Hoorah. There it is. Singing deck the halls.
You just treat it like a deadlift to get it up.
Okay.
Feel good today, guys.
Okay. Take the 10s off. Okay.
You done?
Yeah.
For me, I need to have some mild muscular endurance when it comes to actually lifting.
Trading to mild discomfort. Actually, the best angle seems to be like back here. But it's nice, right? In my opinion. Yeah.
Fine. I prefer the one at Planet Fitness.
Say what?
I prefer the one at Planet Fitness.
Oh, their one? Like the machine, like one, or the plate loaded one?
The machine, the plate loaded one.
That one's
Because I'm able to get like fucking like knees up to my freaking shoulders.
I say that one. Because I'm shorter, I gotta like sit up. I gotta like I'm not on the seat. I'm like up on the thing because I gotta like line it up properly so I can get my knees up.
That's when you just get one of the long like rollers and then you just
True.
put it on your back.
This is true. Do. You're blocking the camera right now, man.
I am not blocking the camera.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay. Do. The one part also that's nice about doing that thing is like I don't have to. I'm just gonna have my phone on me and do just 2 separate things, which eventually has been quite nice. Oh, Mom has asked for us to pick up English cucumbers. Yep. Okay. Okay, probably gonna. I'm feeling extra good. Probably gonna hit another PR on this sucker too.
I had a PR on every single machine.
I might be able to actually.
Bruh.
Which is weird because I'm doing this leg days like a day earlier than what it should be. But I'm not gonna be upset. Oh, I can feel my knee acting up. Okay. It's gonna be like a first working set for you?
Just a weird movement.
Yeah.
Because I'm not like pushing down, I'm more like pushing.
Well, yeah, it's definitely, this one is definitely, I think, a better situation for working the quads for the sense that you're right, it's not straight up and down, so your knee is always gonna be like kind of over your toes to an extent, which just means more quad activation. Oh, time's up. Although admittedly I'm getting a little winded already. Maybe 325 or Something like that. We'll see. Here we go. Okay. Okay. Okay, yeah, definitely can go heavier.
Oh, if I die, I'm suing.
Okay. Push, yeah. What was that?
2.
That was a good 2 though. The depth was nice.
I definitely feel it working the quads way more.
Oh, the one thing that I say that will be kind of obnoxious is like once I had 4 plates on it, I'm kind of screwed. I might have to invest in like, you know, the gym pin extenders. Because the thing is like this can definitely hold more than like 4 plates worth of weight. It's just annoying that they didn't try to push it. Mom has to stop ordering off of DoorDash. It's such a, I don't know, I hate like DoorDash, Lyft, Uber Eats. I don't know. I don't like them.
Stop with the
I feel like there's better uses of money. Whew.
He's gonna poop himself. This is to be pegged.
What?
Yes.
Okay.
The whole damn machine.
Fudge. That was done with 1 RIR. Oh, it's so annoying. She's like, if I had a bit more, also wish I would have eaten a bit more. If I had a couple more carbs or something in my system, I could have got maybe 1 more, but if I'm gonna pass out.
6 more carbs, that would have gotten you there. God, you are a fucking failure.
You suck. I want to go back to like 2-ish and then just rep them, spam it.
I'll probably just go back to 1 and then rip it out.
Okay. Now,
I just
that it?
prefer lighter weight going like higher.
I'm gonna do 1 more of them then. This is like some Eric Janicki looking exercise right here.
I just figured out how to target your mid to lower back doing this exercise, and all it takes is 20 minutes to set up.
No, seriously. That's the well, that's probably the most annoying part about a regular hyperextension is like it takes just so long to get the plates, get everything like loaded. You gotta, for the one here, you gotta put like bumper plates under the machine in order to lift it up high enough. It's a pain in the butt. So admittedly, it's kind of convenient that because the annoying part is also they're using all the plates back there.
Guys, it's leg day. This puts my legs a lot, don't it? There's leg drive to a bench press, so that's my leg day.
I mean, the amount of times I've gone for a heavy like bench in my life and end up like my hamstrings hurt after, nutty.
I just don't go heavy on the bench. I just rip the shit out of it.
Okay.
But I don't look like I'm 57, so.
Admittedly, the worst part about this is that like there's only the range of motion only works so well. Because it's like when you're doing the one where you're facing forward more or less, you have like gravity pulling down the entire time. Once you reach like here, it's just like it's pressing on your spine, so it doesn't like do much. So it's interesting. Alrighty, I'm gonna try 260 real quick.
Oh, I thought I was going.
I mean, what you doing? What you doing?
And that's 225.
Okay. Can a plate even fit behind this?
Probably not.
Probably not.
Throw like a 25 on. I wouldn't do it that way.
There's a light.
Aha. There we go. Science. There's a story in my eyes. See, suboptimal lifter activities right there.
Huh? Some what? Well.
Did it bump into the thing?
Yes, it did.
Rats.
And it was at this moment where my SD card filled up. So when I initially got my camera, it came with a 32 gigabyte kind of SD card. And the amount of footage I had already recorded, shocking, I know, it went over 32 gigabytes. Because when you're taking a 6K video and just processing it down to 4K, yeah, that takes up a fair bit of storage. So since then, I bought a new SD card that can hold a lot more stuff. But I had to switch to the cinematic camera on my phone, which is why things look a little funkier and a little less refined. But on the upside, we can see how much of a quality difference that actual camera makes. So we ended up going into the whole kind of back extension thing. We ended up putting the plate on the back side of it. And yeah, admittedly, I think it's going to be like a little compilation thingy for the rest of the video. Going to throw some music under it and then pose down, and I think that will probably be it. So see you on the flip side. Here we go.